Favorite draft pick. Hit me with it. Best draft pick.
Jair Brown, and it ain't close. Jair Brown. I mean, I love Jair Brown. I mocked him to the Niners a bunch of times. I did videos on him before the draft. To me, Grant, this guy's physically what you want, and then also he's what you want work ethic-wise. He's what you want character-wise. The Niners had two needs in that secondary. They needed to replace the guys they lost, but they really need to replace the people they lost because Mosley's a leader and Jimmy's an alpha, and they lost a lot on the back end losing those guys. I think that's been diminished. People haven't talked about enough about that. And this guy is a culture kind of a guy. This guy probably going to move Tayshaun Gibson to the bench. I think this guy would have been a second-round pick if he had run better than a 4.65 in the workout. And I'll say this: I don't even care about that 4.65. I've watched so much film on this guy. It doesn't matter to me. He plays fast enough. He played in a major conference, defensive MVP of the Rose Bowl. That day, he had 8 tackles, 1.5 sacks. He had an interception. The guy's got ball skills. He can cover the deep middle in the cover 3 where you got to cover a ton of blades of grass, and then you can put him in the box and he'll hit you like a linebacker. So no doubt, Jair Brown.
I like Jair Brown a lot. I'm not sure that they're going to start him right away because Tayshaun Gibson was so good last year. Brown's going to have to really bring it this offseason to take that man's job, and he might. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
He's definitely the future at that position. I can't pick. I love Darrell Luter Jr.
Yeah.
I love that pick. To me, that's Emmanuel Mosley too. Like they found a replacement for Emmanuel Mosley. Very similar, maybe a little bit bigger. I think a similar mentality in terms of how they hit, because Emmanuel Mosley is not scared of anyone. He is not scared of anyone. Scared is the word. So I like that pick a lot. And then also D Winters. To me, that's another one that's really good. And I think he actually might start right away. He's competing with like Marcelino McCrary-Ball and Oren Burks. I think he might start week 1. So I love those 3 on defense, the safety, the corner, the linebacker. Those look like guys who could be 3-down starters for years to come.
Yeah, I actually think Luter's going to beat out Lenore. I really do. I think Luter will beat out Lenore and start opposite Charvarius. I like Lenore, and he came on last year. I saw he switched his number to number 2. I thought at times Lenore was better than Charvarius at the end of the year, to be totally frank about it. But Luter's what you're looking for. Really long arms, really tough, really mature, great athlete, 40-inch vertical, sub 4.5 speed, big body, plays bigger. He's 6 feet, Grant, but he's got ridiculous long arms. I would say he plays like a 6'2" corner. So
and they got him in round 5. If they had gotten him in round 3 with those traits, I'd say, hey, great pick.
If you want to say where they most improved, it's right here. It's right here in the secondary.
Absolutely.
The addition of Wilkes, he's got a good eye for it. I bet you he's got as good an eye for personnel in the secondary since Ray Rhodes.
Anyone.
The best the Niners have had since Ray Rhodes. And not only did they get Luter and they got Jair, but they got this kid after the draft, Deshaun Jameson, and Jameson is the truth. I mean, I loved him at Texas.
Is he the one from Texas? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a dynamic return guy, but he's also he's a smallish corner, but, man, he's tough. He's physical. He's experienced. I think Jameson was a steal.
Also, the Niners are the linebacker factory of the NFL. Johnny Holland doesn't get enough credit. He is a just top-notch A++ linebacker coach in every sense of the word. Battled cancer, came back. Huge assets to the franchise, and he handpicked D Winters. Like, that guy's going to be – I can't wait to watch him play.
Winters is awesome. I mean, he flies around. He makes plays. He's the new breed of NFL linebacker. They're 4.5. They're like safeties. And I'll say don't sleep on the kid from Purdue either, Jalen Graham.
Okay, tell me something about him.
Well, he's rangy. He's 220 pounds, but if you watch the film, he does it all. He can play in the base. He can play at strong side backer if you had to have him there. He can play. He's a stacked backer. I think he's going to play on special teams to start. All I'll say is that they're going to keep 6, and the battles are going to be intense. And all I would say is Demetrius Flanagan fouls. you better show up ready to play this summer, or you're not going to have a gig. Because
That's right. Marcelino McCrary Ball.
Yeah, Marcelino's going to show up and play, and you got Warner and you got Greenlaw. Burks is a really good special teamer. Curtis Robinson is a very good special teamer.
Yes, he is.
And then you've got two really good special team backers, and it's going to be hard to not, give them their spots. You got two difference makers in Greenlaw and Warner, and now you got two young buck linebacker, three really with McCrary Ball, who can all fly around and make plays. I would be shocked if Flanagan Fowles makes this team. I think
I'm with you.
I think he's going to have a hard time making it.
RLB 2ESQ, which just rolls off the tongue, is a member. So thank you very much. Real quick, Fish and Chip says, Grant, don't show respect to Crew to gain clicks. Don't show disrespect to Crew to gain clicks. When did I disrespect Krueger?
What's going on here?
And I don't think that's a good way to gain clicks. Krueger did very well in that tournament. I mean, I took him out by like 3 votes. Connor Lambert says, "How good will
it was 33 votes because I
it was like 33 votes." Yeah,
no. Well, then it was 63 votes because I voted 30 times for myself.
Fair enough. There's no rule against it. It's not cheating if you ain't trying.
I got carpal tunnel to this day. I mean,
good for you. Colin Lambert says, "How good will Moody need to be in year 1 to earn his draft spot?" Evan McPherson has an 84% field goal rate with a long of 59 yards. How good does he need to be? He needs to be good. He needs to be good. I mean.
He's going to make it, though, don't you think? I mean, you invested a 3rd-round pick. You look like awful. First of all, you already look awful. Now you look, awful, awfuler.